Hey there guys, it's Rick Utsi here with AirgunWeb, your home for old school airgun reviews and where we tell you the facts, not fluff. We're here to stretch it out. Today we are going to shoot this at 50, 75, and 100 yards. That's right, we're going to take our Avenge-X 177 and see just how good it can shoot. So before we get started, definitely want to say thank you to PyramydAir for sponsoring AirgunWeb in these videos. Guys, if you need anything, you need an air gun, you need a scope, you need some pellets, you need a compressor, you need anything that goes along with having fun in the outdoors, because you got to check out all their new stuff. Maybe you want to go shoot some archery stuff. They got that too now. Check them out, www.PyramydAir.com. I also want to let folks know that if you want to help support what we're doing outside of normal sponsorships, we got a Patreon channel. We also have the Officers Club over at airgunarmy.com. If you guys want to see some cool behind the scenes, some exclusive footage, if you guys want to get early access, ads-free content, check it out. Links will be in the video description. All right, we're going to jump right into this. We've already done so much with this already. We've already got a bunch of videos out. The review is coming, guys. We're still in the having fun with it phase, and we're going to have some fun today because we're going to shoot at 50, 75, and 100 yards with 177 slugs, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. We're set up at 50 yards right now. I've got the JSB knockouts. These are 13.43 grain. When we were shooting these in our other tests, they were pushing 24 and some change foot-pounds, almost 25 foot-pounds. So definitely a lot of energy for a 177. And when they hit steel, you can actually, they have a good impact. I mean, you can absolutely hear it, so they're impressive that way. So we're at about 2,000 on the reg. We have a full 300 bar fill. I don't know how many shots we'll get with the slugs because they're a little heavier. I don't know if they'll push a little more air. I don't know. If a little more air to push them, I don't know. But with pellets, we're getting 80 shots per fill. So we should have no problem running our target range today without ever having to top off the gun. So let's see. Starting at 50 yards, I do want to see how I'm going to be sort of dialed in here and make sure I am hitting where I want to hit. I'm going to aim dead centered for that steel disc. I don't want to fight the rest. It's a little bit high. Here we go. All right, first shot. High left. I have 22s that don't hit that hard, just saying. It really smacks hard. Okay, that's good. Let's try another one. It's hitting a little bit high. We do have some wind coming right to left. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, other than the first shot kind of wandering a little bit, I don't know what else you may want from a 177 at 50. That's pretty doggone good. Let's move over to the bullfrog targets. And we're going to go with the big one and work our way to the small one. All right, dead center, big bullfrog. Here we go. A little high. Next one. A little high left, running a little bit high. Oh, now that one went a little low. Let me aim dead center, see what we got. There it is. Okay. All right, I'm going to aim. Now let's just, we're just going to go for it here. I went under it. Okay, we're out. We're going to take a couple shots at those last two, and then we're going to move on to 75. Here we go. I love it. All right, now we're going to go for the, if I hit it, I go by a lottery ticket target. We're not going to spend a lot of time here. Hopefully we'll hit it straight off. Nope. We're going to give it 2 more shots and see if I can hit it, and then we'll be done. Winged it. One more time. There it is. Oh, she's pushing a little bit to the left, and I hit it like square too. That was beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and set up at 75 yards now. So we gotta change that camera up. We're gonna set up 75 yards, test things there, and then we'll move on out to 100. All right, everybody, we are gonna get dialed in. Oh, that's pretty. Dialed in at 75 yards. Now, the scope I'm using is a Sidewinder. So you have a Hawk Sidewinder. It is the SR2 Pro reticles, or whatever that is. Cheryl will put a picture up so you can see it. It's not the standard sort of mil-dot reticle. So it's more of a firearm hunting scope than, say, an airgun scope. So I have less aim points underneath. With that said, we have a nice tree. So we do have some things to work with. And I am looking at, I'm going to leave this set on 12 power. The other side of this I was going to mention is that it's not first focal plane. So if I change the magnification, the spacing between my mil dot changes. So we definitely need to remember that. Yeah. So I'm going to put it back on 12. So if I were to take this out hunting, let's say I got this all dialed in, everything's all specced out. I know I'm dead on at 50. I'm so high at 75. I'm so high, I'll hold over at 100. As long as I don't change my magnification, we're good. If I change it, throws everything off. Okay, so that's why, personally, for hunting, I like a first focal plane. If I'm going to be target shooting at a fixed distance, I actually prefer a second focal plane because I can zoom in, and then it gives me tighter aim points on my target. You have to maybe see it. Maybe I'll do a video kind of showing that. One video showing how the first focal plane works and then showing how the target works. So, I don't know. Maybe if you guys want to see something like that, let me know and I'll see if I can work it in. Let's go ahead and try 75. And pro tip, I know this because I've told myself this before, put the mag in and shut the cocking handle. That's going to help. I'm going to go with this, and I'm going to go 1.5 hashes. So we have a little hash, big hash, little hash, big hash. I'm going to do 1.5. Let's see, which is basically putting the crosshair at the top of the target. Let's see where she falls here. Okay, let's push a little left. I'm going to keep that same hold and see how it groups. You got some variations going. Wind's picking up. Okay, it's settled in at that sort of 1.5. Oh, I got one shot left. Okay, it's settled in at that 1.5 mark. It's pushing to the left a little bit, so it does give me a good idea. If it keeps pushing left at 100, because the wind is kind of coming, as you guys can see the banners move, we got a wind coming this way. And it's variable. So we'll see how we do at 100. But these things, 177 does get pushed around a lot by wind. It's not like a 22 or 25 or 30, obviously, right? But even though these are relatively heavy, they still get pushed around quite a bit. So let's go ahead and move our camera to 100, and we're going to see how this does. All right, everybody, this is the big challenge. We are stretching it out to 100 yards. We got a little bit of a breeze. So this is going to be a challenge for sure. Now, I don't know if when we get into things, if there's going to be a better setting as far as velocity and hammer spring, or, you know, regulator and hammer spring to give us better velocity or different velocity that would improve the performance we're getting out of our slugs here. But the slugs have done so good. I'm absolutely loving them. So we will get to that though. We will absolutely get to that where we're tuning this. It's probably going to take a few videos for us to get to that point, because I'll probably work with the 22 cal barrel before I start dealing with the reg. Okay. Now, if we were 1.5, I'm going to go to 3, and I'm going to aim dead center of that target out there and see if we hit it, and then we'll adjust from there. Okay, here we go. Oh, too high. Went, all right, so we're at 2. I went right over it. All right, I'm going to aim 2. All right, that's 2.5 is where that's hitting with a little left to push. Let's try again. Okay, that's more down to 3. Okay. That's more on 3. Yeah, clip the target. Okay, I am going to aim a little bit right and see if I can get more in the center here. No, boy, she is. She's having a hard time at 100, folks. Okay. I mean, I can hit the big target, but boy, she is struggling. Let's see if I can hit the small target. And I bet you the guys that shoot 177 slugs all the time are saying, Rick, you're going to need more velocity. And I'm probably going to agree with them, even though I haven't done a lot with this. To me, it just seems like she's running out of gas before she gets there. If I go back and look at the 75, we just had a lot of variations there, so it's not going to get better at 100, right? Okay, basically 3 and a little to the right. All right, so here we go. I'm going to try hitting the large disc down there. Let's see how we do. Hit it high, a little bit too high. Let's try again. There's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Well, I missed one off the top. Let's see if we can put 10 on it. Probably started counting after I missed that first one, or winged it, I should say. There it is. Okay. So I was aiming between 2.5 and 3, just a little bit to the right. Yeah, and they're all right on that little disc, man. Makes me want to think, I'm going to try the next one. All right, so we're going to push it. We're going to push it a little bit. I don't know how many shots in I am at this point. I'll check my pressure here. I should have plenty of gas in the tank left. But let's see. Let's see if I can hit the smaller one. It is very satisfying to just hear it go tink, tink at 100. Okay. Gosh, I'm over 3,000 PSI. The reg is settled in right at 2, so everything's going good here. More than enough to take a few more shots here. So let me just, okay, so if I was there, let's see here. It's going to be a bit of a challenge. Here we go. Went high. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 7. Oh, it's pushing to the left now. 8. All right. I felt the wind coming. I felt it on my legs, and I felt it. And I knew it was going to push. I adjusted, but not quite enough. But we got a bunch of them on that little disc, which at 100 yards, again, it's a 177, guys. Out of the box settings, I have not done anything other than put ammo in it and shoot the doggone thing, fill it and shoot it. That's all we've done. I'm super thrilled with this gun, guys. Yeah, and we're gonna probably, at this point, I think before I do my full review, I'll probably go ahead and put the 22 caliber barrel in it. I do want to film that process, so I'll probably do that back up at the studio. And then, yeah, we get to start all over shooting this as a 22. And I may, at that point, dial in the 22 based on what I've worked out with my other guns. My other regular Avengers, we'll see if the settings are similar. I guess we can figure that out. So that's going to be it for now. I want to say thank you to all of our sponsors. You can check them out at airgunweb.com, our patrons on our Patreon channel, and our Officers Club members at Airgun Army. Thank you, guys. I really do appreciate it, and especially we want to say thank you to PyramydAir for sponsoring AirgunWeb in these videos. Again, I've already said it. I'll say it again. You need anything to do with the sport of airgunning, check them out, www.pyramydair.com. My name is Rick Utzer here with AirgunWeb, your home for old school airgun reviews and where we tell you the facts, not fluff. Thanks for watching.
You forgot something, Rick.
What's that? Again?
Yeah, you forgot. Hold on a minute.
Oh.
You forgot to say your best line about the Avenge-X.
What's that? It's good enough?
No. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing. Obviously, my brain is melted. Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that. See you guys.